Hey guys, this is Andrew Darius, and you are in for a treat. I just came back from the hike, and I came up with an idea which will benefit you in two main points. I was reviewing yesterday a lot of feedback on all of our community groups, what are people struggling with, what they really want to do, what is important for them. And while walking today on the hike, on the mountains, I was actually thinking about what it is, what you really need to start succeeding, what you need to kind of grow and maybe even scale your business. I have a business for many years, and right now I just checked the numbers and my revenue just passed more than double 8 figures, which is pretty cool. And what not everybody knows, that part of this, over 7 figures of revenue, was done in small, tiny books. And what I will do, I will save you money by not spending what I spent. I spent well over $100,000 over the years on ghostwriter who wrote my books. And those books are many different subjects. You will not believe I hired a lot of voice-over artists to voice over those books. Over 7 figures on small, tiny books. Usually, each of those books was like 50 articles combined into the book. Then it was voiced over to make audiobooks. So it was a book, then audiobooks, and an upsell. And I was selling those books to people to use, right? So I had a framework. I had a process, how I was doing it, and when I was walking today, it actually struck me that now you can do all that with AI. And before you say, okay guys, we have 1,000 prompts, 5,000 prompts, who cares? You really need to have a book which is readable, right? And for that you need a process. Do you think ghostwriters are good writers about any subject they write? They don't. They need to have a process of research. So how it worked in the past, before AI, they work out, they research internet, simply searching Google, finding everything they could or enough about the subject, usually solving one problem, just one problem. And then they went out and wrote for me. And then I went out with this ebook, I had articles done from the book, and I had those voice artists doing this. It was all kind of strange niches. I may post on this page later on what it was, but you were surprised, not internet marketing, nothing without wealth and things like this. And all those simple books, I made over 7-figure revenue doing it. But now you can do all of this with AI. And what is important is not just an AI. It is a framework, it is a process which I use to work with freelancers, both on the writing part, and then recording was actually less work. It was like a framework to record it, which you can also do now with AI easy, but most important is writing. So writing a book with AI is not just putting a prompts in. You need to put not only write prompts in, you need to have a process. How you progress with prompting. What is first? What is next? Well, how do each and every step, including research, really, just search and copy paste. And now with ChatGPT 4 having web plugins, you don't even to do that. You can ask ChatGPT to go out to the web and search for you, and then make all those steps like transitional bullet points and outlines. I will cover it all in the training. So this is a very cool part which I can do for you. I can save you from doing what I was doing, which is spending over $100,000 on freelancers just to write it and then to record it. And also I spent less extra money on English editors to fix what they wrote. Now all is done by AI, but most importantly, you will learn frameworks and the process of doing it. Most of the time you don't need a long book. You like very short, simple book, like maybe 20 pages, 15 pages, or like, I don't know, 10 steps, 15 steps maybe, which you can do in one session. So my goal here is to actually have you this book written in one session. How cool is that? So I will not be only teaching about how to actually write this book, but you need to have a process and framework how to actually do something with this book. That doesn't matter if you want to sell this book like a cheap product, a product creator, or you want to sell this book like a front end or low tripwire to your higher offer. It works for anybody. So this is the best part of the treat. This is this system. And the second part actually came from me kind of participating. I said kind because I was not fully participating, or Challenge Secret Masterclass. It was Russell Brunson and Pedro. I was too busy to actually participate live or even kind of follow replays every day because I had my own launch, and plus I am kind of mixing my work time with different offices. Last week actually office was great, was spa, pools and everything, but it kind of distracted me from working. It's hard to work if you're on a pool. It's just those stories when you see those people staying with laptop on the pool. It's not really work that well, right? So I was distracted with the pool, with activities, so and so forth. So last week was supposed to be my work week, and I kind of worked a bit, but it was kind of mostly relaxing. So this week, this kind of upgraded big office, I decided to kind of hide in this big, huge, humongous thing, and have also hikes, but also think about how to help people to essentially have a better side hustle or grow a business and so on. So this is the first part of it. And second part of it is really how I came about to doing it and how you can get it next to nothing, and which is also exciting for you. So again, last week I was kind of following, not really like real time following this Russell Brunson and Pedro Challenge Masterclass, and I was watching replay, kind of skipping, looking for the gold nuggets, and I found like amazing gold nugget right there, like super amazing gold nugget. And this gold nugget will cause you to get it like for next to nothing. So here, home theater, so I kind of hiding here because my wife is there, so I kind of hide it in this home theater in this room for a second at least. And so what I'm saying is that because I was watching this part of it, this Challenge Secret class, I found one gold nugget and I want to test it. So immediately I went on and spent $1,000 on Pedro course. I'm looking for this one nugget which I want to test with you guys. And this is where the second part of treat is. Instead of charging $297 for 5 days with me, it's not a 1 day, not 2 day, not even 3 days like this last time. It's 5 days live with me, teaching you everything you need to know. So I will teach you how to make this book, which would be a readable book. Actually, a readable book, not a book which is kind of like generated, nobody will actually read it. So you will be able not only to have this book, but we teach you entire framework, entire process which is needed for that, right? From coming up with ideas, and actually the AI is great with coming with ideas. So I will spend the day maybe on coming up with great ideas, because you know it's very important to have this one idea which works. So we spend the day on creating your ideas for whatever book you want to deliver. After that, you should be able, should have idea what you want to do. I will give you many examples of books actually I did, and what I will do actually, I will film the table with all paper agreements I signed with copywriters to transfer those rights to me. You will see entire big table with agreement after agreement after agreement with freelancer physical agreements, which I signed with people and paid for each of them. And then we will be handling situation how to sell this book. We'll be talking traffic, how to have organic traffic to your book. I know many of you are starting to covering a lot of organic traffic. On the last day of this 5 days challenge, we'll be talking how to publish it on your website. And I aim to give you a link to a free funnel builder. I just came up with this idea when I was on the hike. I just came in. So here is the timeline. I will launch actually like a product launch before the actual delivering this on June 15. From June to June 20th, you will be able to get it, buy the ticket to the 5 days live challenge with me. And on 21st, June 21st to June 25th, 5 days, every day between 1 hour and 1.5 hours, we will have this challenge. Every day. We also have a Facebook group, if you cannot watch live, because it's difficult, for a period of a challenge all those recordings of a challenge will be in the Facebook group. So essentially, you are getting a ticket to the challenge. Challenge will be live on Facebook group. And at the same time, you will have those recordings for the duration of the challenge plus a few days. I think 3 days after challenge, we either did the group or did the video, probably did video from April, right? So essentially, you will have this live, plus you can watch it if you miss it, but only for the limited period of time. And now, you are not paying $297. You can check on this page how little you pay next to nothing to spend entire 5 days. And the only reason I am doing it for almost no money, I would guess that all the money I will collect for this will go to actually my staff, who will be running behind the scene and helping me with it. So probably it's not, I don't know if I get anything really from it for myself. But the main point is, I'm saying it so inexpensively to test this golden nugget I get from this secret challenge masterclass. So this is what I'm doing here right now, right? So guys, if you think that the price that you see on this website is like no-brainer for 5 days with me and with recording for a period of time on the Facebook group, just buy it. Go buy it. If you don't want to learn it, just go and don't buy it. It doesn't change my life. You spend this small money for this because mostly for stuff. It's mostly for me testing. But I'm giving you so much value as a thank you for helping me test this golden nugget. So I decided to make this minimum price to have some money for my staff, but also you want to weed out for some weirdos and people who just always looking for the free stuff, because you need to think. Free stuff is good, but it's not great, right? So essentially you will get $297 value easily, if not 5,000 the value, or even 10,000 value, from what you will learn on this 5 days challenge. So thank you very much guys, and thank you for listening, and I just get it, and I see you on the challenge.